Hi guys, welcome to our YouTube channel, the Rajore clan. I know it's been a while, but we are back again. Happy New Year, happy 2025. We have an exciting news and we have exciting opportunities that we tell you about Germany and how to come to Germany for work, family reunion, and anything concerning coming to Germany from wherever you are in the world. So today we have an exciting opportunity that a guest got, and she's here to tell us about her story. And guess what, guys? She got the Chancenkarte visa card within 5 days. She's here today to tell us her story. We're actually in Kenya as we speak. We came for holidays and we came to also meet with her for her to tell us her story, because it's really exciting for someone to get these opportunities with all the bureaucracy in Germany and get this visa within 5 days. So she's here to tell us about her story, and she'll introduce herself and tell us about the journey and how she got it within a short period of time and how she'll be joining us in Germany this year. So welcome to our YouTube channel and enjoy. Great, thank you for being here with us. So kindly introduce yourself to our people.
Thank you. My name is Mitchel. I was born and raised in Nairobi. I attended the school. I was in university in JCOT, actually a very good school, and I have a degree in business information technology.
Nice.
Yes, and then professional-wise, I've actually been in the IT and business sector, also sales and marketing. Previously, I was working as a customer experience manager in a big company here in Nairobi.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you've studied here. You were born in Kenya. You studied here.
Yes.
And everything, your life has always been in Kenya.
Yes.
Great, interesting. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
So we'd love to hear about how you came about the opportunity and why you want to come to Germany.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how I learned about the Chancenkarte visa, I actually watched your video, the interview that you did with Tony.
Nice.
And then I was actually studying German classes at the Goethe Institute. And then I watched your video about going to Germany via the Chancenkarte visa, and I was like, this is a very good opportunity.
Nice.
Why shouldn't I try it? Because I saw the interview and I was like, Tony got the visa. I was like, why not me?
Exactly.
So when I applied for the Chancenkarte visa, it was a very, very easy process. Everything went well.
So where did you apply the opportunity? Which website?
I
People want to know.
Okay, I applied via the embassy, right? You apply, you go to the website for that. At that time, I applied for the waiting list, to be on the waiting list.
So you went to the visa website, the embassy website?
The embassy website,
in
yes.
Kenya.
Yes, in Kenya.
Yes.
Yes, and then that's when they gave me an appointment, a visa appointment.
Great. So just to note there, we'll have the link of the visa website in Kenya below. So go to the link below and start booking your appointment. Because you see, for Michelle, that was the first step she did.
Yeah.
Exactly. But the first step was watching our video, guys.
Yes.
Watching our videos.
Yes.
Great.
Yes, so after I applied for an appointment, I got the appointment within a month. And then
Within a month?
Yes, within a month.
So when you went to the site, you saw there was a slot for an appointment.
Yes, they tell you when your appointment is going to be. They give you a date for your appointment to the embassy.
So you select in a calendar in the website?
No, they just give you a date. They themselves give you a date when to go to the embassy.
So how do you contact them on the website?
You fill in your details. There's a form they give you. They fill in your details,
Okay.
and then they'll send you an email telling you your appointment is on this and this date.
So what details do you fill on the website?
Your personal information, your passport number, the type of visa you're applying for. Yes.
So that is what you do. You don't look for date in the website.
No.
You look for you put in your information,
Yes.
and then they
to
give
be on the waiting list.
to be on the waiting
Yes.
list. And then after some time, you always check your email to get if they've responded.
Yes.
That's interesting to
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
That
They
is nice.
responded within a week, I think,
Wow.
and then they gave me the appointment. Yeah.
So before you got to the appointment, how did you know that you qualify for Chancenkarte for you to even to apply?
Okay. For me, I have a degree. I had a degree and
Which degree?
I have a business and BBIT degree.
Okay.
Yes. So with my degree
At JQuat?
At JQuat.
You already have your certificate, you graduated?
I graduated. The certificate was there. The degree. Then also funds. You must have funds in your account.
Yes.
You must have
How
funds.
much did you have in your account? How much do you have to have in your account?
Okay, generally you have to block for 12 months. You must have an amount totaling to 12 months. That's a year. Yeah.
And how much is it in Kenya shillings?
It's about 13 13,000 euros, around 13,000 euros. Yeah.
So you have to have that.
You have to have that.
So how did you know that you qualify for you to even go to the website? Where did you get the information that you have to? You know, it's like going to an application site and knowing that you qualify. So where did you get this information that you qualify for you to go to the German embassy website?
Okay, all the information is in the website for the embassy website. There's also the Chancenkarte website where
all
you
the
can get
links
all the
will be
information.
below in the description.
Yeah, you can get your information from the embassy website or the Chancenkarte website.
Nice.
Let nobody lie to you that you can get your information elsewhere.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
That is very good to note.
Yeah.
So there are two websites, guys. Either the Chancenkarte website, and the good thing about the Chancenkarte website, they tell you if you have the points or not. They even tell you congratulations, you can now apply.
Yeah.
For the Chancenkarte, for the embassy website, they tell you all the information that you need to have as you go to the embassy. So these two websites are linked together for you to know if you actually qualify or not. So like you've heard from Mitchel, those are the only two websites you need to get your information, nowhere else. And all the links are below on the description. So don't forget that. So thank you, Mitchel, for sharing that. So after you went to the Chancenkarte and saw all these things, so how did you get ready with the documents? For you to know when you go to the interview, you have all the documents that you need to have.
Yes, so all the documents are written there. All the documents that you need are written in the sites. So you just prepare them beforehand. You must have the money in your blocked account before, like let's say, you should maybe 2 weeks before, 3 weeks before, because you know when you're transferring money to a foreign account, the Fintiba account, it takes a while. So for me, actually, it only took 1 week to transfer. Even actually, I think 5 days to transfer from my account, from my bank account, to the Fintiba account. So you must have the money in the blocked account to show proof also that you have the blocked account, and then also the documents, all the documents that you need to have them ready. Photocopies of the documents, the passport photos, and the money for the visa. Yes, and then those are the documents that I took to the embassy. Yes.
Okay. So how did you transfer your money here in Kenya to the blocked account? How was the process for you?
Okay, so when you go to the Fintiba account, when you register your details, so there's an option of transferring your money through the bank, through the credit card, through the debit card. So it depends on your like which way you want to use. So for me, I tried using the card transfer, but it refused for some reason. So I went to the bank and filled a form, and then the money was transferred from the bank to the Fintiba account. And funny thing, I was told it's going to take like 7 days or 2 weeks for the money to be transferred, but it took only 5 days.
Wow.
5 business.
Which
I was
bank?
even shocked. I used Cooperative Bank. Yeah.
So you went to the Cooperative Bank yourself?
Yeah.
Went there, filled the form, did everything, and then the transfer was done?
Yeah, transfer was done in 5 business days. It's very speedy. Yeah.
So you would recommend someone to use Fintiba as compared to the different types of options to have a blocked account?
Yes, I would say Fintiba because I've seen many people recommend Fintiba. It has actually worked for them. It has worked for me. I'm saying what has worked for me, and Fintiba has really worked for me. So if I was to recommend to somebody else, I would suggest they use Fintiba. Yeah, because it's very trusted. It's trusted. It's a foreign blocked account in Germany, and I'd say it's very trusted.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So if I may ask, how was the process of you getting the money? Because I remember we kind of did a video of how people can gather the funds, either Harambe, either through siblings. So we interviewed Tony, and Tony told us he was helped by his siblings in maybe foreign countries or maybe here, and they came together and helped him. So how was the experience for you? Because ideally, 13,000 euros is not little money, you know, and we cannot sit here and tell people, oh, you have to get that money, and you don't tell them how they can actually raise that money. We cannot tell you to rob a bank, but we can tell you the options that work for different people. So how did it work for you, if you were ready to share?
Okay, so for me, actually I blocked for 6 months. You can actually block for 6 months. Many people don't know this. So a must for you to have that 13,000 euros.
Wow.
So you can block for half the amount. So for me, my sister helped me with the funds. Yeah, and that's how I managed to get the funds. She just helped me with the funds.
That's interesting. So you're telling us a very important point, because I remember I was telling people you have to have the 12,000 euro, but then it was 12,000 tickets, so now to 13,000. So it's like you have to have the 13,000 regardless. You have to survive. You don't know, and now you're telling us that it's possible to get the half the year, because maybe probably half the year you can get a job and sustain yourself.
Yeah,
that's interesting.
it's very possible. It's very easy.
So Did you know this information, or how did it come for you to know that you can block 6 months other than a year?
When there's a time at Gote, I actually learned at Gote language, and then they had a job fair, and the German embassy was there.
I remember.
And then I went to the job fair, and then they told me I can actually block for 6 months. Because I told them I don't have all the funds, what can I do? They told me you can actually block for 6 months. I didn't know this information. So you just know where you're getting information from.
Yes.
The German embassy, or the Chancenkarte, or the website from the embassy. Yeah.
How did you learn about this? What did you call it? The German fair?
The German fair.
Yes.
I learned about it from Goethe Institute, where I was studying German.
So they told you that they're having people to come and talk to people about Chancenkarte,
Yes.
and it was advertised?
Not really. So the job fair was about the jobs from Germany, they want to hire people, and then the German embassy was there. Yeah, so I just went and asked them that question about the Chancenkarte.
That's interesting. So
yeah.
if it's ideally, if you have the hunger for information, you'll get it.
You'll get it. You'll get it. You don't need to hire an agent. I mean, no. You
Please
don't.
talk about that.
You don't need to hire an agent, guys.
Tell us that, because many people want to use an agency.
Yeah.
Like, regardless of what they want to do, applying for a job, getting your visa, people feel like they need to look for someone, get a laptop for them, do everything for them. How do you see that?
I feel like that's laziness.
Go
Because
on.
all the information is in the website, the German embassy website, the Chancenkarte website. Why do you need to use an agent? Why? You have all the information there. Just use the information. If you need to ask a question, just ask somebody who has experience, like the Rajore clan. Come on, guys. You can ask them questions in regards to this Chancenkarte opportunity, and you'll get all the information you need. Do not go to an agent. Yeah.
Because ideally, agents ask for too much money.
They ask
and you
for
still
too
need
much
to block
money.
that account.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's a lot of money. Unless you have the money, you don't mind, but
Laziness.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think the next question is more of now you've gotten the dates. You said you got it through email telling you that this is the date you come for the interview. So, not for the interview, basically, for the appointment to submit your documents. So, tell us about the experience, how you went there, what happened, what questions they asked you, and how was the process for you?
Okay, so the funny thing is, I took my documents, right? Obviously, you have to go there on time. Guys, do not be late to go for an appointment at the embassy.
What time was yours?
It was at, I think, around 10:30. It was at 10:30 to 11.
In the morning.
Yeah, in the morning. So don't be late. Just go, be there on time, even 15 minutes early or 10 minutes early. So when I went there like 10 minutes early. Then I had to wait for a while, and then they called me and they asked me, what are you here to apply for? So I told them I'm here to apply for a Chancenkarte visa. Then they asked for my documents. I gave them all the documents that they required. They went through the documents. They looked at me, they went through the documents, and then they asked me, do you have a place to stay in Germany? I'm like, yes, this is the proof to show that I've booked a place to stay in Germany. Yeah, then she just said, okay, we'll contact you. And then they took my fingerprints and the visa fee, and then that's it, guys, that's it. And then they told me they'll contact me.
So it was just less than 15 minutes, you're
It was
done.
smoothless, it was very easy, it was okay.
So in short, if you have all the documents, there's nothing
They
to
won't
worry
ask
about.
you anything. They have all
Interesting.
the documents, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So if I can ask this question again, maybe I've asked it before during our conversation, but now that we're in this platform of, now you're going to take your documents, kindly state how many documents you had and what were the documents one by one, so that when someone is watching this video, they're ticking, okay, I have my passport, I have this, I have this. They are now taking their list.
Yeah.
So take your books, start ticking what documents you should have for your process to be as seamless as the one for Mitchel.
So this is a list of documents that you need to have in order for you to take to the embassy, right? So maybe if you have a paper and pen, you can write them down so that you don't forget, right? The first one is obviously a passport. You need a passport. It's very important. The second document that you need, or something that you need, is you need to fill in a Videx form. It's called a Videx form. It's in the website, the embassy website. It's about your information, your details, everything about you. You need to fill that form. You also take it to the embassy. Also, you need a CV, detailed CV, which is gapless. Gapless, it means that if there's a place you're not working, if there's a duration or a year that you are not working, just say you are unemployed and you are doing something else. It doesn't have, that's what gapless means. And then also you need a letter of motivation. A letter of motivation to say which areas you're going to work in Germany, where you're going to stay, where you're going to apply, which companies, and also how much you're going to be spending per month. You also need to write all that in the motivation letter. Also, proof of funds, that is very important. You need to have proof of funds in the Fintiba blocked account. Also, what you need, school certificates. You need your school certificates, guys. Do not miss out on this. Don't miss to bring the school certificates. You bring the originals and the photocopies. So you need the KCSE certificates. If you went to university, you take your transcripts, the original transcripts, and also the degree certificate. And you also need copies of everything. Take copies as well, because they take the copies. Also, proof of accommodation. You need to book a place where you're going to stay for at least a month. If it's a hostel, you need if let's say, for example, if you're booking via booking.com, they'll give you a detailed information. They'll email you and tell you this is a place that you've booked, and that is the document that you print it out, and that's a document that you will take to the embassy. What else have I missed? Also, in the Fintiba account, if you've already secured your funds, they'll give you a document to take to the embassy. So the Fintiba account will give you the document, and also they'll give you an insurance document. You also need to pay insurance in Germany, guys. So also your degree, make sure your degree is recognized in Germany. For that, you need to check that you need to go to the ANABIN website. Check the ANABIN website, check if your degree is recognized in Germany. All the information to know if your degree is recognized in Germany is in the German website, or the Chancenkarte. Check if the degree is a H+, to know, so that, and then you print that information. You need to take that to the embassy as well, because they will ask you, is your degree recognized in Germany? If it is, they also check on their end. Yeah, so those are the documents that you need to take to the embassy.
Thank you. That was very informative, and I hope, guys, you've taken notes of all the documents that you need, so that when you go there, you're not told you don't have any documents. So thank you, Mitchel, for having that list and telling us about that.
Yeah.
So one thing I think you've forgotten to mention is German was a requirement in your application.
No, it was not, because my degree was recognized in Germany. Wow. So I did not need the language, guys. You don't need the language if your degree is recognized in Germany. Yeah. But if you want to study the language, go ahead. It actually will help you when you go to Germany. Yeah.
That was interesting to know.
Yeah.
So if your degree is recognized in Germany, the German language is not a requirement. It's not a must.
No, it's not a must. But I would say I learned language until B2, but it's not a must for you to have the language
for you to get the visa.
Unless you're going through the point system, whereby they require, I think, language A1 level, if I'm not wrong, or English C2 or B2. Yeah, you need to find more on that information, which is at the Chancenkarte website or the embassy website.
Interesting.
Yeah.
But like she said, the German language is good to have.
Yeah.
Like they say, you see, when you have these requirements and then you're told good to have. So German language is good to have for you to survive in Germany. But it's not a requirement for you to get a Chancenkarte visa if your degree is recognized in Germany. Interesting to know. So when you applied, so what was the information you given? What did they tell you that? Did they tell you you've gotten the visa? Did they tell you to wait after you submitted everything? So how was the experience?
So when I submitted my documents at the embassy, they just took my fingerprints and they took the visa fee, and then they told
how much was the visa fee?
10,000 Kenyan shillings. It was 10,000 Kenyan shillings, and then after that they just told me to go and fill in my details for the G4S parcel. After that they told me they gave me a paper that was written, their email was there, and their contacts. They told me if I needed to ask anything, I just asked them. But yeah, so that's what I did. The paper is the only thing I went with home. They told me they'll contact me, and that was it. So how I got my visa is very interesting. So I applied for the visa on a Tuesday. I got my visa the next week on Tuesday. So that's
Exactly.
exactly 5 business days.
Wow,
5 business days. I was even shocked because I thought it's going to come out like in a month,
For 2 months.
2 months, but it
That
came out
was
in 5 days.
interesting.
Yes.
That is
yes.
great news.
It's very
With the
very
German
good.
bureaucracy and documentation and everything, within 5 business days, you had your visa.
I had my visa.
Wow.
Yeah, and let me tell you guys, if you have all your documents in order, like everything is in order, you have everything that they need, your visa will come out within days. Yeah, so you don't have to worry about that. As long as you have all your documents and they're legit documents, you've not forged anything, and they're all okay, you'll get your visa.
So like what you are hearing from Michelle, you are hearing, and like what you're hearing from Michelle, if you have the documents and the thing that I've been preaching in this channel, having all the documents is the best thing that you can ever have in when you're applying for visas for anything in Germany. Because at the end of the day, when you have everything and they see you have everything, they have no doubt but to give you your papers. There is no corruption, there is no backdoor, there is no paying anyone, and there is no paying any agency to do everything for you.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, if the agency apply for you, you still be the one to go to the embassy to apply.
Yeah.
So why let the agency do for you and you can do everything? And
Yeah.
Michelle did it, and she's done
By myself.
by herself.
By myself. Yeah.
And within 5 business days,
Yeah.
she got her visa,
Yeah.
which is a miracle, guys.
Yeah.
So it is possible, and Michelle is here to tell us that it is
Very
possible
Yeah.
as long as you have all the documents that you need. Wow,
Yeah.
that is interesting. So
Yeah.
thank you so much for sharing. Thank you, Michelle. You've really encouraged so many people out here that it's possible to apply for visa. It's possible to apply for anything that you want, regardless. It's a miracle that she got her visa in 5 days, guys. So it's possible. So maybe one last question that you can tell us as we finalize and as we wind up. What will you tell someone what words of encouragement can you tell someone who is willing to take that leap of faith to apply for this Chancenkarte opportunity in Germany?
I mean, just go for it. I mean, it won't hurt. For me, I was just checking the videos on YouTube, and I came across the Rajore clan. I came across that video interview with Tony, and I was like, let me just give it a chance. I mean, what could go wrong? Try it, and then it's better opportunities. There are better opportunities in Germany. That's what I'd say. Go for it. Don't be afraid to make a move. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Michelle, for the encouragement.
Yeah.
And thank you for telling us your story, your experience. We are eagerly waiting for you in Germany. Actually, guys, we're in Kenya. We came for holiday. We interviewed her. She got the opportunity. She's coming later this month, and she's coming to seek better opportunities in Germany. So what a better way to meet her here, and then when she comes, we show you that she's actually arrived in Germany, guys. So it's possible to relocate to Germany, to get an opportunity and start afresh in a new country with the Chancenkarte, regardless from where you are in the world. In your embassy in India, in your embassy in Indonesia, in France, in the US, you can get this opportunity, and it's possible to relocate to Germany with the Chancenkarte. With Michelle's story, she got it in 5 days. So it is possible to come to Germany with the Chancenkarte, and we will be interviewing other people who have gotten this opportunity, and we will be telling you her story as well as she comes to Germany and how she's progressing, and we'll show you the progress that anything is possible as long as you put your mind to it. So thank you guys for watching. I'm hoping you're encouraged and not discouraged that you can come to Germany with the Chancenkarte. The links are in the description below. The Chancenkarte, the embassy link websites, the Annabin link website, they're all there for you to now go starting the process. Because as for Michelle, she started applying after she watched Tony's video. So maybe you'll be the next person who will be interviewed here who got this opportunity after they watched Michelle's interview. So all the best, guys, and welcome to Germany. Until next time, bye. Choose.